Hello, Broadway world. I'm Julia Mattison.
I'm Noel Carey. Together we wrote the music and lyrics for Death Becomes Her.
That's right. The cast album has just been released. It's out in the world. I don't know when you're watching this, but it is guaranteed to be out at the time you see this.
Pause this, listen to the album, don't close the tab or the window.
Come on back.
Keep this open.
That's right.
Both at the same time even.
Yes, we are very honored to be here at the fabulous Laurie Beechman Theatre. This is Broadway World's Notes on a Score. Play something in love. Alive forever. Alive even after the world that we've known is gone. When you need your face redrawn, you don't have to fear. I'll be here now until forever. We're going to talk about Alive Forever. This is Madeline and Helen's duet at the end of the show. It's kind of the climactic song of the show. It's not a finale per se, but it is the final.
It's their 11 o'clock number.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the reason we're going to talk about it is because we love it. We love hearing Megan and Jen and all of our Madelines and Helen sing it. It's a really wonderful culmination of this crazy ride. It's also surprisingly sweet and emotional, and kind of maybe the only time they're ever vulnerable with each other in any kind of way. And it's also ridiculous and big, but it was our longest journey, I think, of any of our songs that we wrote. We had pieces of it from the jump, from the first few months of writing.
It was one of the first songs we wrote, but it was not the version that's in the show now.
Right.
By a mile.
Yeah, like the first half of it, the build, the back and forth, it was very like move on-esque. It had a kind of a conversation, and it fell into this thing where they never landed in like a big proper chorus and refrain and stuff. Alive Forever was initially Madeline's solo, where, if you know the show For the Gays, which is the second song in the show, it was in that position. Alive Forever was a song that Madeline was singing at the In Memoriam at the Oscars.
Did she know she was singing the In Memoriam?
Yes, she did know she was singing the In Memoriam.
But she did not know
that there was going to be a choir of children behind her. This was when we were not being edited, so we were building a whole world.
Well, she didn't know that she would be upstaged by all of them.
Right.
Deceased.
So in the original Alive Forever, we could share a little of this. In the original Alive Forever, Madeline stops, and you see the names and faces of the deceased of that year, and she couldn't stand to be upstaged by them, so she starts riffing over their names. I think it went, Rebecca Steinberg costumes. Jeremy Davis, prop designer. He designed props, he designed your props, etc., etc. So she would.
I don't know why they made us cut that.
Well, actually, it lasted about 3 years.
It did.
It made us laugh a lot.
It was in workshops. It was in readings. We thought it was funny that, she's singing over the deceased, so there's the death element.
There was one version of that had a rap section that made it to one email. That Noel wrote an entire Hamilton-esque rap that Madeline was going to sing, and it was going to be a whole new dance break, and it made me laugh so hard I almost peed my pants.
This is an unfair tease because I remember none of it.
All of the people that are going to sound quietly. We're going to find it. We're going to put it on the internet, and then they'll make us take it down immediately.
Yeah.
Anyway, Chris Catelli, our fabulous director, really loved Alive Forever, the idea, the concept, the melody. Like, there was so much of it that he was like, this is special, this is worth preserving, but he was like, I think we should meet Madeline in a greater lift, in a bigger production number. Like, where's our big, juicy production number? Because this is more of a ballad, and
he was smart not to throw the baby out with the bathwater. He could have just said, we need a new number for Madeline, nix that. But he said, save that. He loved the melody. He loved the hook. And he was like, what if we just pack this with more story?
Make it a duet.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. So that was in one note session. I remember this. It took within minutes after our workshop. It was like a, hear me out. What if Alive Forever in the In Memoriam, we cut the In Memoriam, we give Madeline a big production number, and then Alive Forever becomes a duet with Madeline and Helen? And that literally led to For the Gays and Alive Forever as we know it now. And so, yeah, he just kind of said it and walked away into the shadows. And then we were off to the races, but it led to two of our favorite songs of the show. So now we have Alive Forever as it is, as a big duet. Again, it's like this patchwork quilt of many different choices over the years.
It's at the end of the show, so we're calling back a lot of the score.
Yeah, so some of the fun stuff that few people catch, so we'll share them with you today, are the little melodies we bring back that you'll hear through the rest of the score. The whole song kind of launches with the realization of like, hey, Helen, I think I'm your person. Helen's like, oh God, admit it, Helen, you need me, you like me, you love me. And so then this next part was what we had from the first year of writing, but and we knew actually from an early draft, hey, I love you, you're my person, was in an old song that is completely cut, but we preserved it because we had this thing early on knowing that what Helen sings as the time we see her at her most comfortable and loved and feeling safe is when she says, I love you, you're my person. And then all hell breaks loose and her life is ruined. And then at the very end, she and Madeline are stuck together, and Madeline's realization of, Helen, I think I'm your person, is always something that we loved. And
Madeline, who's so all about herself, it's really nice to hear her sing one of Helen's melodies to her. Feels like an offering. It feels like, she's meeting her on her level, speaking her musical language.
Right. The other one that is one of our favorite moments in the show is when Madeline says, you've got me and I've got glue, and pulls out some glue because Helen lost a little neck flap, and Madeline repairs it on her. But as she does it, it's this very gentle melody that, if you remember, because you just saw it last night.
Because you paused it and you listened to the score, and now you did your homework.
That's right. But that melody is the melody that Helen sings in the mental hospital when it's the Madeline's been on my mind today, and this haunting thing. And so when we play that back as Madeline repairs Helen, it's kind of like the notes that haunted Helen about Madeline for all these years now have become a gesture of friendship or a source of comfort together. It's the little things that we like.
It is the little things.
But they color this kind of subconscious thing. There's a tenderness there that we haven't seen otherwise, so it's a nice way to bring it in. And then lyrically, I think is one of my favorite songs we wrote. It was Sondheim passed away around the time we were writing this song and a few others, and
Some say it was because of this song that hastened his death.
We kind of gave ourselves this impossibly high challenge because we were like, we love this man, but we'd never really got to know him, but he's obviously inspired us greatly as he's inspired us all. So we gave ourselves this lyrical challenge of like, no lyric makes it into the score from here on out, that we can't imagine Sondheim giving us a little nod from the clouds. And so this one has a lot of wordplay moments that we love. The I know we're toxic, but as the clocks tick, I was very proud of that one. And
That's my favorite Julia
finally
rhyme.
Wove it in.
That's my favorite rhyme.
And then you've got me and I've got glue. We have I always talk about the slow burn of the chorus strength, because I don't have the chorus strength to hold on to grudges anymore, because she literally has a hole in her stomach.
You just watched the movie. You know this.
Again, these are things that make us happy that we don't often expect certain things to. Some things we just put things that please us. We're like, that's clever, that's fun.
Yeah.
But when moments happen when we go back to see the show and that people enjoy it or people clock those things, like it makes us so happy because it's just little details.
And it lives forever.
Yeah, and because the show moves at such a breakneck pace, it's such a roller coaster, it's such a crazy ride that you don't think about the detail work. You're not thinking, when you're on the ride, you shouldn't. Like, you're just going on it, and then it ends, and your hair's blown back, and you stumble out. You're like, oh my God, what was that? I had a great time. And it's so fun to
It's
have.
1955.
That's
You
right.
come out
You
of the-
time travel, Marty. And then when you get to have, like, we're so lucky to have the cast album be out and
I just
be a
want to
thing.
score what.
Yes, please score my musical discussion. We have a cast album out, and now that that's real, I look forward to people spending time listening to the details and finding all the little Easter eggs that you can share with your loved ones. And if you need help, call 1-800 Noel and Julia at deathbecomesher.com. It's a phone number and a website. Forever alive.
You make me crazy.
Thanks for the praise.
You're narcissistic.
Well, you're sadistic.
But here's my cold heart.
Oh,
on
I've got
display.
something to say.
I know we're toxic.
Yes, very toxic.
But as the clocks tick, I realize.
As time goes by,
I'd rather be miserable with you, and I won't go away. I'll paint your ass. I'll help you stay alive forever. Alive, even after the world that we've known is gone. When you need your face redrawn, you don't have to fear. I'll be here now until forever. It would be healthier to leave you and no longer be friends, 'cause our hatred escalated into murder. But I don't have the heart to grieve you, so can we start again? Look at you.
Look at you.
No, look at you.
Okay, let's look at me.
We can face eternity, just you and me, both doomed to be alive forever. Alive till the stars fade away on an endless night. If I can't find a way, I'll follow your light.
By your side.
By your side,
We'll survive.
we'll survive. Still alive, still alive. Forever and ever. Alive forever.
Horns.
We forgot to add horns.
Oh, God.
The word horns to the end of the song.
They're supposed to shout horns at the end.
They're supposed to shout
We forgot
horns.
it. Megan and Jen, if you're watching this, put horns into the show tonight. Just shout horns.